Hey everybody, it's been a while. So it's been about a year since I posted on this channel, and there's been a lot of things going on, including the fact that I made the decision to kind of change the direction of how and what I want to do with this YouTube channel. So after being on YouTube for almost 11 years now, I've decided to go a slightly different direction with my content. As many of you know, I've been sharing scrapbooking related content here on YouTube for about 10 years. And it was a part of what I did professionally for the past 7 years when I owned Victoria Marie Designs, where I taught online scrapbooking classes, I hosted retreats and events, and I worked with companies in the industry, did a lot of design team work and freelance work. And while that was fun, I decided to end all of that in 2023. I was a little burnt out and ready to go in a different direction with my career. But I also kind of struggled with what I wanted to share on YouTube, because to be honest with you, I was a little tired of just making scrapbooking videos. And while I love scrapbooking, don't get me wrong, I want to underscore, scrapbooking is still going to be here. Don't panic. I am ready as a content creator to really embrace the fact that, well, I'm a multi-passionate crafter and hobbyist. So one of the risks that you take when you're on a platform like YouTube for a very long time is that at some point you might want to change up your content. And that's kind of where I'm at. But I want to pause here and underscore this because I don't want people freaking out. Yes, I'm still going to be making scrapbooking content, although it's going to look slightly different than what you have seen in the past. But I'm going to pepper in some new things as well. I want to be able to share other types of projects and hobbies and interests that I'm passionate about with this fantastic community. And as a content creator, I need to make sure that I am making content that I love and that I'm passionate about so I can show up with it with some excitement, being able to create projects that I love and sharing my enthusiasm with you and continuing to inspire you to really love and participate in and partake in the crafts and hobbies and all the lifestyle adventures that you love and enjoy. And going forward, the look and feel of my videos is going to be slightly different than what I have shown here in the past. I really love the idea of getting into more vlog style content, making things a little less formal, having some fun with it, playing around with different techniques for videography and all kinds of fun stuff. Additionally, the look and feel of my videos is going to change as well. I am somebody who loves trying out new video techniques and new skills and all that stuff. And I want to bring more vlog style feel to my videos, not just a simple process video, because I am going to be sharing a lot of different projects and a lot of my different interests as a multi-passionate crafter and hobbyist here on this channel. And so this is going to give me yet another way for me to explore and play as a content creator and continue to bring you really great content that you hopefully will continue to enjoy. And as I mentioned before, I want my content to be something that I feel really passionate about. I can't continue to show up to this platform just making the same thing over and over and over again. That doesn't inspire me. And yes, I still love scrapbooking. I'm very passionate about scrapbooking. In fact, I'm going to be making some changes to how I scrapbook, and I'm going to be sharing that here on this YouTube channel. I've already talked to my Patreon community about this, and just giving myself an opportunity to grow and change in new ways. And I feel that now is a great time for me to do that, particularly here on my YouTube channel. Also, after spending 7 years of working in the industry, I'm a little burnt out on just doing scrapbooking stuff. In fact, because I created so much on demand, there are so many of my personal projects that I haven't really gotten to because I was very busy creating content, not only for my online classes, but also for the different projects that I was being hired to design. Also, I know that there are many of you out there who are multi-passionate crafters and hobbyists like me. You like to dibble and dabble in different things. You like having different lifestyle adventures. Maybe you love reading. Maybe you love puzzles and coloring and scrapbooking and stitching and woodworking and painting, whatever it is that you like. So if you are a multi-passionate crafter, hobbyist, enthusiast, then my friend, you are in the right place. I want this channel to be a respite, if you will, a soft place to land for you to gain creative energy and inspiration, to be inspired to create, have wonderful adventures, engage in your cozy hobbies, relax, and have fun. Maybe perhaps you try a new project or adopt a new hobby. So come along on this journey with me as I continue to share my creative life with all of you. So going forward on the channel, as I mentioned, I'm still going to be sharing my scrapbooking adventures. I recently made the decision to transition my 12x12 albums to 9x12 and 8.5x11. That's going to be a very long process of which I'll be sharing with you guys. But so far I've been enjoying just creating in a smaller scale. There's a lot of reasons for this, which I'll share in future videos, but here's just a sneak peek at some of the layouts that I've made already. I also want to share my reading adventures. I know a lot of you love reading like I do. I love talking about books. I love buying books, book accessories. I love it all. And I want to be able to share what I'm reading. In fact, I have a book club in my Patreon community that's a lot of fun. So if that's something that you're interested in, come and check us out. Of course, I am going to be sharing more of that here on the channel. And then there's other cozy hobbies that I want to be able to share, like my love of doing puzzles. I kind of got rehooked on puzzles in 2020 for obvious reasons. We weren't doing a whole lot during that time. And I just went puzzle crazy. So I watch puzzling YouTube videos. I like working on puzzles. So you may see some of my puzzling adventures peek up here on the channel every now and again. Here's a look at a cute spring puzzle that I just finished as of the recording of this video. Another example of a cozy hobby I'll be sharing is my love of coloring. I've always loved coloring ever since I was little, and I just got back into it a few years ago, and there's so many different coloring books out there on the market, particularly for adults, although I feel you can color in anything that you want to because coloring is for everybody. So it's through this type of content I want to encourage you to slow down, enjoy your life, and to do just simple, inexpensive hobbies that bring joy to your life. Here's a little coloring project that I like to work on. I like to put on one of my favorite shows, grab a snack and my favorite drink, and just color away. Now, some of you may not know this, but in addition to other types of paper crafting that I enjoy, like scrapbooking and card making, I have been art journaling on and off for many years, and I'm really excited to bring this to my YouTube channel because I don't think I've ever shown art journaling on this channel before, and I'm excited to show this part of my paper crafting journey. Another example of content I'm bringing to this channel is fiber arts. I have been cross-stitching and embroidering for a few years now, actually more embroidering than cross-stitching. I just picked up cross-stitching a couple of years ago. Here's an example of a project that I'm currently working on. And I'm getting ready to teach myself how to crochet. So I'll be showing all of my fiber arts adventures on this channel. So more to come. And another fun hobby that I can't wait to share with you guys is my miniature hobbies. I've shared this every now and then when I was on Instagram, but I haven't made any YouTube videos about my miniature projects. This is a hobby that I got into a couple of years ago, and I'm absolutely obsessed. Here's an example of a project that I worked on. It's actually finished, but there's other projects that I'm working on too, so look for that to come. And I am on a mission to teach myself how to sew. In fact, I'm getting ready to work on my first sewing project, which is a cosplay costume that I'm making for a Renaissance fair. That should be very interesting. So now that you know some of the content that you will find here on this channel, you may be asking, well, what's next? Now, I will be posting videos here about once every other week. That is a schedule that I feel comfortable right now, given that this, again, is my hobby and I do work another career. And I also want to make sure that it gives me enough time to create really good, high quality and high value videos that you have come to know and love on this channel. So I look forward to sharing all kinds of content with you in the upcoming months. If you have been with me since the start of this channel, or if you just joined me, I hope that you will find some value in the content that I'm getting ready to share with you. Not only the scrapbooking content, but the other types of content that I will be sharing here with all of you. I'm really thrilled that you are continuing to come along on this journey. And if you're kind of on the fence, like, oh, Victoria, I don't know, I just like scrapbooking, trust me, I get it. But I really hope that you'll stick around and see what's going on here in the Victoria Marie channel. So along with the content changes on this channel, I also made the decision to make some changes for other platforms that I have shown up to for quite a while. So my goal going forward is to 100% focus on video content here on this YouTube platform, to also beef up my blog a little bit, go back to producing my newsletter, and to build my Patreon community. I also made the decision last year to get off of social media. There are a lot of reasons why I'm doing this, but as a content creator, I just don't feel that those two spots are content creator friendly, if you will. And the algorithms and the short form content and prioritizing various different indicators for videos and posts and stuff, it just gets really crowded in those places. And also personally, it just wasn't really great for my mental health. So I've decided to exit those platforms. The Victoria Marie Instagram was deleted last year, so you'll no longer find me. So if you've been looking for me on that platform, you're like, where's Victoria? I'm no longer on there. And then my Facebook group will retire on February 28th. So if you are a member of the Facebook group, I already posted an announcement video in that group. So make sure you go check that out. I talk about why it is I'm retiring the group. I wanted to make sure the group knew before I announced it here on YouTube, but I realized that everyone watches content at their own time, so you may not have been aware of that. So make sure you go to the Facebook group. You will have access to the group until February 28th. Then it'll be archived temporarily as I'm getting ready to completely delete my Facebook all together. So if you hadn't heard about that news, make sure you go to the Facebook group. You're welcome to download photos and things of, creative inspiration, whatever it is that you want to do there. I also asked the Facebook group if they wouldn't mind to post links to other groups that are active. So if you're interested in staying on Facebook and connecting with another scrapbooking group or paper crafting group, if you haven't already joined one, been a part of one, then I highly encourage that you do that. So the Victoria Marie Facebook group will retire on February 28th. And then, of course, I'm no longer on Instagram. And lastly, the Victoria Marie online classes is also retiring, meaning that I'm not adding new classes to that platform. So if you're somebody who has a class, you're an active class member, meaning you're enrolled in one of my online classes, all you have to do is just log in, use your username and password, and access your class dashboard so that you can get access to the classes that you've already paid. So that's not going to change. I'm just not adding new classes to that platform. So as long as you're able to log in, you are good to go. You can access your classes 24/7. Just know I'm not adding new classes to that platform. All right, so where can you find me if I'm not going to be on social media? There are 4 places that I would love for you to make sure that you follow me. Number 1 is here on this YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe. If you're excited about the new content that's coming about, you still want to scrapbook with me, but you also are interested in other hobbies and my vlogging content that's to come and all kinds of fun stuff, booktube type content. It's going to be a lot of really fun things. Stick around, make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell notification so you'll be notified each and every time I post a new video on this platform. That's so very important. Again, I'll be posting videos about once every other week. Really excited about it. Can't wait to bring you just some new content, some fresh things that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. So I hope you'll come along with me on this journey. Now, the second place that you can keep in touch is the Victoria Marie blog. I still believe in the power of blogs. Blogs allow me as a content creator to directly communicate to you, show you what I'm working on. You don't have to fight with an algorithm or ads or any of those things. I don't run ads on my blog. It's a great way for you to kind of look a little closer at the projects that I'm working on, for me to share a little bit more details about those projects and other things that are going on here on the channel and things that I'm sharing with you in general. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the Victoria Marie blog. The link is down in the description. Also, I will be bringing back my newsletter, and I'll probably do this once every other week type of newsletter as I'm kind of getting back in the flow. The newsletter is going to be something quick and snappy. That way, you know what videos are coming up, some content projects and things I'm working with, some tips and tricks and all those types of things, all wrapped up in a quick e-newsletter that you can read really, really quickly and keep up what's going on. Again, that's another way for me to stay connected with you as my community. I don't have to fight an algorithm. I can just talk directly to you as someone who's interested in my content. So if you'd like to know what's going on and keep up with Victoria Marie, make sure you subscribe to my e-newsletter. The link is down in the description. And then lastly, I would love for you to be a part of Victoria Marie Patreon community. That is where my super fans, if you like behind the scenes content, you want ways to connect with other like-minded crafters and hobbyists, you want to be a part of our book club. I just introduced a book club to my Patreon community. We do live streams. We do a live Zoom create and chill session where we get together and just hang out and chill and create and have fun and talk. I also do quarterly workshops with my Patreon community, and I offer exclusive video content and posts that I don't share anywhere else. So if you like the behind the scenes stuff, you want to have a peek at what my process is like as I'm deep diving, be a part of our book club, join us every month live, whether it's a YouTube live stream or whether it's a Zoom, then consider becoming a patron. And one of the cool things about being a Patreon member is that you get to connect with other like-minded people. We do have a chat section in the Patreon community where you can share your projects and chat with other members right within the Patreon platform. And the cool thing about it is that it's exclusive content that you get only as a member, and it helps support this channel, and it allows me to continue to bring really good, high quality entertainment and high value content. So if you haven't already, check out my Patreon community. The link is down below. I introduced a new payment tier. So for those of you who were members before, but you kind of went away and maybe you're thinking about coming back, please know that there are 5 membership tiers. There's 5 7, 10, 15, and 25. You get to select which membership tier you want to support me at. But the cool thing is that everybody gets the same content. It doesn't matter what membership tier you are subscribed to. And say, for instance, you want to change your membership tier, you don't lose access to the content. So you get to decide at what membership level you want to support me at, get the fantastic content that everyone is getting. And then of course you can always cancel at any time. So I totally appreciate your support no matter where that is, whether it's Patreon, subscribing to this YouTube channel, checking out my blog, subscribing to both the blog and the newsletter, wherever it is that you want to play. I want to thank you so much for your support of this channel and this content. As I have said for many, many years since the start of this channel in 2014, this would not exist if it was not for you. So thank you so much, whether you have been with me from the beginning or you're just now finding me. I appreciate you coming on here, checking out my videos, checking out my blog, becoming a member of my Patreon community, subscribing to my newsletter, wherever it is that you want to fit in. I feel that I'm evolving as a content creator and I'm really excited to bring you along on the journey. Even if these changes aren't really your cup of tea, I do encourage you to stick around. You never know. You might be inspired or maybe stumble upon something that you enjoy. And for all of you multi-passionate crafters out there, if you are looking for a respite, if you're looking for a place for inspiration, if you just want a home for cozy hobbies and crafts and just relaxing and sharing lifestyle stuff and just really having fun and really, really honing in on being someone who loves just dibbling and dabbling and likes a smattering of different things, seeing that in a really good video format content, being inspired to engage in the things that you love, whatever that is, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. You are in the right place. I'll see you guys in the next video.